Hey guys, this is Kartikeya Kantwal from Apex Finsav and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. First of all, I'm sorry I was not able to upload videos for the last two trading sessions, but that's because of some technical difficulties. I did keep you updated though on the watch list, and if you are with us on the Telegram channel, which is at the rate Apex Finsav, then you'll be aware of that. But I hope that we are back on track now. So without wasting much time, let's move on to the equity watch list that we have for tomorrow. First thing that we have is a short plan on Hindalco based on the recent downtrend, or you can say that the higher high higher low that was going on all the way since November has now been invalidated, and it has started making fresh lower lows and lower highs. So we're going to go for a short at the nearest swing high at 240, which also happens to be a role reversal level as well as a supply zone. Stop loss being at 243, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the second one that we have is Axis Bank, where it has given a fresh breakout of a lower high formation, and it is now out to retest the same previous swing high that it once had of about 635. So we're going to go for a long in the direction of the breakout at a pullback at 620. It's also just like Hindalco, a role reversal level, but on the opposite side, resistance turn support now. Supply zone turn demand zone as well. Stop loss going at 610, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the third one is HUL, where we are going to go for a long position similar to Axis Bank, but it's not a retest, rather a fresh breakout of swing highs. And if you look at it, it might also be making a flag formation, but that's not really completed right now, so I can't say for sure. But we are going to go for a long on the basis of role reversal and supply zone turn demand at 2340. Stop loss at 2310. Ideal targets 1% on the upside. The fourth one is a short on M&M Fin, where it has been rejected again from previous supply zone at 178. Stop loss at 180. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. The final equity trade that we have is on Reliance, which we have after quite some time, because since the last couple of weeks Reliance hasn't really been moving in a nice and stable manner. But this time, with the market up move, Reliance has really shown quite a nice structure break, and it seems to have begun a fresh higher high low formation. We're going to go for a long at 1965, stop loss at 1940, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now moving on to the crowd favorite, the indices, starting first with, as usual, Nifty. Talking about the chart on Nifty, for me there's a very nice range definition on Nifty, with the lower level coming in at about 13,820 and the ceiling coming in at about 13,970. So it's about 150 odd points range, which translates to around 0.5% for Nifty. Outside of this range is where I would like to go for longs in. However, if you go by the just by chart patterns, you can say that there might be a ascending triangle formation if this 13970 is being retested or being freshly broken out of, because you do have a steep trend line coming in from the downside. But for me, on the conservative side, because again it's on fresh highs and taking entries on fresh highs can be quite tricky. It's a long and every pullback, that's for sure. So every pullback towards 13850 or 13800 on the lower side is a pullback to long, with your stop losses going around 13750. When I talk about the option chain, the resistance immediate is there at 14,000, which is quite hefty with 1.1 million added contracts. Even the significant at 14,100 is quite hefty with 1.3 million added contracts. The support side comes in at 13,900 with 1.3 million added contracts, significant at 13,800 with 923,000 added contracts. When I talk about the PCR of volume, that comes out to be at 1.16, which is pretty bearish. But 13,900 is going to be the important level as of now. Jab tak 13,900 is not broken on a candle closing basis, on a larger time frame like 30 minutes or 1 hour, there is no short entries on Nifty for me. Moving on to the second one is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has actually outpaced Nifty. If you look at it, Nifty has not really broken the swing high that it had, whereas Bank Nifty has, and it has closed above that as well. Not only has it recovered, but it is actually outperforming Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty, since it has broken a swing high, there is no immediate entry on Bank Nifty unless there's a pullback to about 31,100. But right now, near the current market price, I have no entries planned on Bank Nifty. When I talk about the option chain for Bank Nifty, resistance comes in at 31,500, with 265,000 added contracts. Significant at 31,800 with 206,000 added contracts. Support side is 31,300 with 354,000 added contracts. Significant is 31,000 with 472,000 added contracts. So let's see, option chain, maybe there's nothing conclusive for Bank Nifty, so I don't really have any planned trades which are directly biased from either the chart or the option chain. It's more like a waiting game for me on Bank Nifty. This marks the end of today's video, guys. Once again, I apologize for being absent over the last couple of days. I had a technical issue, but it is resolved now. I hope you had 2 wonderful trading sessions, and I hope you were in the green side as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Of course, since you have watched the entire video, you might as well like, share, subscribe, leave a comment and press that bell notification icon as well. Have a good night. Bye.